Hi everyone, it's Jory, and today I thought it might be helpful to talk about why I'm on social media. There's a lot going on in the world, and social media can be a really good way to stay up to date with current events. It can be a great way to connect with friends and keep in touch with old friends. It can also be a place to discuss ideas. And that's great as long as we can do it in a respectful way, which I think is the hard thing about social media. And that's where we run into the problems of social media with cyberbullying and comparisons and just a lot of other stuff that we really don't need in our lives that social media requires that we put in our lives. So I thought today we could just do a more casual video where I'm lying on my bed, sort of as if we were talking, just the two of us. And I'm trying to be an author. So for all intents and purposes, I need social media. I've talked about this before in a blog post in which I called social media a necessary evil. And I'll put a link to that down below if you want to read it. And for my profession, I require social media. It is the most acceptable way to build a platform and reach an audience. And that's because it's a good way to have something to say. It's a good place to express those ideas and start rallying the masses, so to speak. And that's why I have such mixed feelings about it, because I require it for the job that I want to have, but it's also taxing. It pulls our time, it pulls our energy, pulls our effort. It's designed to keep you in. It's the ultimate addictive machine in a lot of ways, where I'll be sitting there trying to do homework or trying to write, and it's been maybe 5 minutes, and I find my mind bored, so I go and log on to Twitter and see what's up with Twitter, because there's always something happening on Twitter. Twitter is designed to keep you hooked in. Same with Facebook, same with Instagram. I will scroll through Instagram until I realize it's been an hour, and I won't know that the time has passed. But that's beyond the point. There are also a lot of really good things from social media. And that's what I want to talk about today. So from a career perspective, by being on social media like this and using them professionally, using them to grow a business and create a brand and build a platform, I'm learning to market myself, and in the process learning the skills that it takes to market myself, my products, or other people's products, other people, other businesses. I'm learning what it means to have a brand or represent a brand. I'm learning what it means to keep things in line with the brand. And I think most importantly, I'm learning how to make sure that what I'm saying and doing online are things that I want people to be able to see and find for the rest of however long the internet exists. Because we all know, even if you delete something off the internet, it's not gone. Somebody somewhere probably has a copy of it, or there's another version of it on another drive, and it's not gone. So I'm learning to be very strategic in what I post, very careful about how I word things. And all of that is really good. That's all really good stuff. But now, more specifically, the three main social media that I use, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, I've learned a lot of really good things from those two. So we're going to start with YouTube. I started YouTube as a way to keep in touch with a friend and talk about our internships and get used to speaking as a way of representing ourselves. It's a different type of medium, and I'm a writer. I am most comfortable when I can put something down on paper and edit it and fix it and tweak it until it's exactly what I want it to be. That's not the same in the spoken word. You cannot just delete or edit something that you've said. You can in a video because you still have a little bit of power over that. But I'm learning through this vlogging experience, through trying to teach people the skills that I know. I'm learning public speaking skills, and I'm much more comfortable speaking in front of people than I ever thought I would be. Also, through the video editing process, I've learned to stop saying filler words. I hardly ever say, like, or so anymore, because I got so annoyed with myself in my editing process that I started intentionally making sure that I wouldn't say those words while filming videos. And when you film a video every week, that impacts your normal everyday life. Another benefit of YouTube is that it's given me a space to be kind of philosophical about everyday life and the things that happen in my life and in my world and in the industry, and that's kind of cool. I'm not used to having a place to reflect verbally like this. My blog used to be a little bit that way, but now I've changed it so that it's mostly focused on writing, and that's fun. But I also like having a place to share ideas. So that's what I'm aiming for with YouTube, is to have a space where I can share what I'm thinking about, share what I'm doing, share professional tips, but also just get to know you and let you get to know me. Now let's move to Instagram. Instagram has to be one of my favorite social media, if only because it's so pretty. Or it has the potential to be. It has the potential to be just beautiful. And because of that, I'm learning different things that make things beautiful. I'm learning how to arrange things in a photograph to make them aesthetically pleasing. I'm learning my taste in aesthetics. I didn't know before that I really, really appreciate a minimalist decoration style. I didn't know before what color schemes I really appreciate together, and being on Instagram has helped me learn all of that. I've learned angles for objects, but also I've learned the angles of my face and how to catch the light properly. These are things that I also learned because I watch America's Next Top Model in my free time when I'm bored and need something mindless to do. But I have taken those things that I've learned there from watching that show and added them into my knowledge of Instagram and aesthetics and modeling, and because of that, I've been able to explore a creative side of me that really enjoys making things beautiful, and I didn't get to do that before. So that's kind of fun. I'm also finding that I'm more comfortable and confident in my body, which you would think would be the other way around because I'm scrolling through and seeing pictures of other people all the time. But I think because of that, I'm seeing pictures of real people. I'm not seeing pictures of models. And yeah, there's filters. We all know that, you probably put on a lot of filters to make it look that way. But even so, it's still a real person. That's somebody's real face, their real features, their real smile. And I get to see it and tell them that they're beautiful. And appreciate what they did and the effort that they put into their feeds. I mean, some of these people put so much time and effort into their Instagram feeds, and it shows. It's so beautiful, and it's calming to me to go through and just look at their feeds, which I suppose is the point, but I think that's so cool. I think it's really cool that somebody around the world can create something beautiful and share it with me through three taps on a screen. Also, because of Instagram, I'm getting a lot better at graphic design and what catches the eye, and these are things that I've been interested in for a while, but it's not something that I ever thought I would just get to practice on a regular basis just for fun, in a way that wasn't just photo manipulation for artistic purposes, and that's really fun. I'm really enjoying getting to know how text works really well on a page and where it should go and what negative space there should be and stuff like that. And lastly, I'm learning from Instagram how to connect with an audience and reach people who are looking for the same thing I'm looking for. That's the really cool thing about hashtags, is you can find communities of people. Hashtag writers community, anyone? You can find communities of these people that are like you, and you no longer have to be as alone in the world. And it's not the same as having them in real life, but it's pretty darn close. And that's really cool. Lastly, Twitter. Twitter is its own monster, which is kind of cool. I appreciate that. I'm sure that there are sides of Twitter that are not the same side that I'm seeing, but the part of Twitter that I'm seeing is the business side, the professional side, the writing side. And that side of Twitter is really cool because you get a lot of people asking questions, engaging with each other, sharing ideas, sharing thoughts, sharing tips, sharing advice, making each other laugh, lifting each other up. As far as my writing goes, I am learning to share my ideas and take the risk of just saying something. I've never really been one to just open my mouth and start talking, so Twitter has helped me with that and given me the confidence to start saying something, even if it doesn't end in what I expect it to, or even if it doesn't convey the whole idea. Twitter has allowed me to practice just saying what's on my mind. And because of the character limit, I'm learning to be really concise. And that's something that's helpful as a writer and an editor, learning which words are unnecessary that I use on a regular basis. It's helped my writing a lot, which I think is kind of cool. I didn't expect that from being on Twitter. Yeah, so what are some of the things that you found from social media, the good things that you didn't expect to gain from them? Put them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I want to keep this positive energy going because I think sometimes social media gets a really bad rep, and I want to start changing that because this has been impactful, really, really impactful in my life and my professional persona and just my goals. It's been really helpful as I try to accomplish the things that I've set out to do. So thank you to all of the people who make these social media run every day. Thank you for keeping them running and for creating a space where we can all hang out. Until next time, I'll see you then.